It is a wild child. We're talking Juliet Child. It's Rizzo and Jeff, FM Unfiltered. And we weren't going to talk about this. We had other stuff to talk about, and we are going to talk about Rizzo and Jeff's Helping Heroes. But you seem to have a hard on for, or hatred of, what is it, for Juliet Child, Jeff?
Well, Rizzo, I don't think that you should put that on me. I think that seems a little bit racist. I don't have a bad feeling about Julia Childs.
Okay, so then
look,
what is, okay, what is
finish? It? She's overrated. And that's it. And look, and here's the deal. Julia Childs is a legend, right, in the cooking world. I don't get it. So when you look at the stuff that she cooked, right, and you go through the videos,
okay,
and we can pull them up today.
Yes, we will. And we'll talk. We actually have some Julia Child stuff. We're going to talk about Rizzo and Jeff's Helping Heroes.
She's a sloppy butter mess.
We are also going to be switching to YouTube. So what we're going to be doing is on Monday, we're going to have a link that we're going to post, and you're going to click it, and you're going to watch YouTube because I got into a little altercation with the book face yesterday about punishments.
You did.
I did. So here's where I stand. Julia Child to me is. Would you say would you say that she's a legend?
Yes.
Okay. Would you at least agree that maybe she is a self-made legend?
No.
Do you think you said that she's overrated? Is she overrated because you don't like what she has to offer, cooking-wise?
Yes.
Okay. This all started because we were coming out. Go ahead.
Let me finish.
Go ahead.
I think that the two best. There's two chefs on the Food Network.
Okay.
That are the greatest.
Great chef.
In my opinion.
Okay.
Okay. Bobby Flay.
Okay.
And Alex Guarnaschelli.
Who's? I don't know the second one. Who's the second one?
So Alex.
Okay.
She owns Butter, which is a big restaurant in New York City, but she is like the head chef of all of it. And everybody listening would know if they watch who she is. Alex Guarnaschelli is like a rock star.
Apparently, Baby Hands agrees about the whole butter thing. I'll say this. You, and if I'm not mistaken, for those of you just tuning in, we are talking about Julia Child. We're talking about Rizzo and Jeff's Helping Heroes. We'll tell you how we're going to do that coming up soon. We're switching over to YouTube next week. A lot of shit going on. But Julia Child, your criticism was that she just put everything in butter. That's what you said. Those were your words. And then you said one of my favorite chefs is Alex Bovachevsky, whatever the heck his name is.
It's not Bovachevsky, it's Guarnaschelli.
Whatever. And their restaurant name
is Butter.
Right.
I get it. I understand the disconnect.
Okay, you do get it. So you do say...
I do get it.
Okay.
Okay. I just have to be honest with you.
Okay. And?
She looked like a man.
Okay.
Look, listen. I don't want to be mean. Was there a penis?
Was she the most attractive of the bunch? No. Okay. Was she the hottest? No. Was Julia Child a legend? You're fucking right. Before I delve into that, I do want to talk about quickly Rizzo and Jeff's Helping Heroes. What we're going to do is we are going to, and we're partnering with a few people, but we are going to raise money, and we're going to talk about these forgotten people, everyone from firefighters to nurses, to therapists to teachers, and we're going to give them. We don't have a lot of money, but if you guys help us out, maybe some gift cards at Dunkin' Donuts, just say thank you. And I think that's kind of important. These forgotten men and women, Jeff, all year long.
Yeah, for sure. It's something that if you guys just think we sit around here and just fool around, we don't. This is something that we thought about together and we came up with together. And it's something that, we don't have a lot of money, right? We don't.
No, we do not.
There's no doubt about it.
No doubt about it.
But we got at this time of year, we know it's important. So we have a little bit, and we're looking to give a little bit to help out. So anything that you could do to help out works.
Absolutely. And if you read the post underneath of this, there's a Venmo, a Cash App, a PayPal, whatever we get. We have people that will help match that, and then we'll go give out 25, 20, however much it is, gift cards.
Firefighters, police officers.
And you'll see the videos. Teachers, therapists, all kinds of people, nurses, except for the nurses that wanted us dead when we were on Radio 95.1. Wasn't there an entire hospital? What was that hospital? So we don't go there.
Yeah.
Do you remember the hospital? Maybe someone who's lit. Because again, by the way, thank you for all the downloads on the podcast.
By the way, I'd like to not bring that up just in case we need somebody. So let's not.
Okay, all right. Well, there was
physically,
fair enough.
Anything could happen.
There was a hospital in town that wanted us dead, but even them, we would like to give with our Rizzo and Jeff Helping Heroes, and we're going to start that. So again, Venmo, Cash App, PayPal. We have advertisers that are going to do some matching. That's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to get involved with some organizations. But back to Julia Child. So I was going to come out here. I was going to talk about this Ozempic original comedy thing because I got my Ozempic today.
Okay. Did you got it?
I did.
Well, that's why you're ornery.
And I got the Ozempic. I've been a good boy today. I'm a little tired, but I got my Ozempic today. And then I come out and say, Baby Hands, she wants to watch what's going on, guys. She wants to watch this Julia Child documentary. It's not a documentary; it's a mini-series, and it's been renewed for a third season. People really seem to be in on Julia Child.
What?
It's been renewed for a third season. It's a Julia Child show. It's called Julia. Just Julia. That's it. Just Julia. So I will play parts of this trailer,
please.
Okay? And then I'm going to pull up the real Julia Child, and I'm going to show you why Julia Child is in the top 3 best chefs of all time. Now, you like who?
She's not. I love Bobby Flay, Alex Guarnaschelli.
Dude,
she's
Paula
favorite.
Dean's better than both of them.
No, she's not. Well, she's a racist.
She is a racist. Okay, very true.
I'm going to send you Alex.
All right, listen. You send me Alex.
You want to take a day trip on a weekend? Let's go do it. Let's get in the car. We go to NYC. We go to Butter. We have a sample.
Well, I know our friends upstate Pro Wrestling. We have the Pizzas. There's a couple other people. But
we're talking about the Mick Foley.
No, listen, and I'm excited about that. But Rizzo and Jeff's Helping Heroes, make sure that if you have a couple extra Fozzies, you send it to our Venmo, Cash App, PayPal at Rizzo and Jeff. Just search it. And we'll be helping out police officers, firefighters, teachers, nurses, therapists, people that who are, and we're going to be doing that over the next couple weeks. Also, the show's migrating, getting the fudge off Facebook because I'm sick of this platform. Right. I'm sick of it. Now, Julia Child, Baby Hands was like, don't mess with me. Are you really going to watch Julia with me? And I said, you're fucking right. I'm going to watch Julia.
Is she really in on Julia Child?
She's in on Julia Child like I'm in on her.
Worst,
okay.
By the way, listen.
Okay.
All right. We gotta get down to brass tacks here.
Okay. Let's get down.
She's the worst chef on the face of the planet.
Okay, first off, Champion says he's been watching Bobby Flay the last hour. Bobby Flay is a fraud.
Bobby Flay is the best. I love Bobby Flay. Oh, my God, Bobby Flay.
Are you telling me Bobby Flay is better than Julia Child?
He could spin her for a loopy-doo.
All right, well, let's do this, because I pulled up Julia Child's Mayonnaise show, but before we get to the Mayonnaise show, okay?
Everything is...
Okay? And you want to go to Alex Quintessential Benji's restaurant that's called Butter, and you want to bitch about her cooking with butter.
Shut up for a second. I have the biggest crush on Alex Guarnaschelli. She is my favorite chef.
Okay.
And I just want to go to her restaurant, Butter, in Manhattan. It's the one thing that I want to do. It's the one thing I want. She's like my super chef.
The French chef is Julia Child. Here is the HBO Max renewed for a third season starring Sarah Lancashire, the Julia Child biopic series. I'm so excited. So here's a little. What do you think? Just listen.
Food itself is like a passport.
Let her in.
Now, food.
You look lovely this morning.
Not camera ready, as they say.
What are you going to talk about?
I guess the book. Before everyone forgets about it completely.
She started with the book, The Master of French Cooking. Then she decided to go on black and white TV with her husband after he pounds her ass at night and cook. And this is what happened.
By the way, how do you know that her husband pounded her?
Because you find out that Julia Child had a lot of sex. It's known. It's known.
Is she a deep double penetration? Is she a DP?
It's known. Okay. It's known. So here's Julia. She's on TV.
Time.
What is she doing?
Are you all right down there?
You are a treasured guest in living rooms all over Boston.
Wow.
Hey, Julia.
To us. I've had a recurring thought that I'd like to propose to you. An educational cooking show hosted by myself.
Feels flimsy to me. This is public television, for God's sake.
From what I hear, Julia Child was an entrepreneur. The Lucille Ball before there was a Lucille Ball, a woman who said, take a chance on me. Believe in me. Okay? And then guess what? The show blows the frig up.
Yeah.
All right? I got a little...
what a moment for you to hear.
Well, how about this?
I didn't hear that.
Well, how about this?
Life, I just picked me.
We got it. Yeah, I got it. Now,
BBC's making docs about prize-winning scientists.
Now here we go. Julie, I want to get to... I'm not thrilled with the Sarah Lancashire's Julia Child, but what I am thrilled with is the mayonnaise episode. And this is the episode of The Real Julia Child, the French chef. Season 6, episode 9, that I fell in love with.
You're asking me for something that I can't deliver to you because you're the only human walking on God's green earth that has this. So what do you want from me?
I just want your honest to God, straight up opinion. So I want you to just hear the start and her energy, her vim, her vigor, her accent.
After this, can we go to Alex Guarnaschelli? And then
Sure. And again, make sure, because we're going to be flipping this to YouTube, guys, starting on Monday. It's going to be real simple. You do the same thing. You just check the page, and we're going to just click the link, because I'm done with the FB, okay? Here we go. Am I rushing you here? Well, we got the mayonnaise show. You seem like you don't want to listen to the Julia Child on PBS mayonnaise show clip. I have here ready for you.
Julia didn't make it.
You know what? Julia didn't make it because of,
by the way, I just want to show you a picture before you do that.
Okay.
I know that we were talking yesterday.
Okay.
About the Carters.
We were, and I said Jimmy Carter was going to pass before Christmas.
What made you believe that?
I just know that when you're with somebody for as long as he was, he's frail, he's old. I don't think he's been able to get it up in 45 years. Rosie Carter was his world. She dies. It's over for him. That's what I think.
Well, you know what? I don't want to show it to you.
Okay.
I had Carter in hospice.
Is he in hospice
in a wheelchair.
again?
They pulled him out of hospice.
To go see the wife.
So I made the bet for March, and I lost the bet.
You said
3-9. Now I want to take the bet back.
You can't take it back.
I got to take it back.
You can't take the bet back. You said that Jimmy Carter would live to 3-9. First you said 320, then you said 3-9. Now they wheel him out of hospital.
The guy's spitting on his nipples. Can you give me a second here? All
right, he's peeing on his balls.
Come on, can I take the bet back?
I'll tell you what. I'll leave it up to the people. All right? Should I allow Jeff to take a bet back that...
I didn't believe it until I saw the funeral.
Can I ask?
And they're rolling him in there.
Yeah,
they're rolling him in.
Can you show me the picture before I allow...
can't do it.
If you show me the picture, I might allow you to take it back. I'd like to see what President Carter looks like, because you said he's going to live through the spring. I want to see that. Plus, we're talking
Jesus Christ, Rizzo. I can't do it.
Rizzo and Jeff's holiday heroes. We're going to talk about that. We're going to be giving firefighters, police, teachers, therapists, all kinds of people, nurses, people who are underappreciated. We are going to be giving them gifts. If you want to help, you can donate Venmo, Cash App, PayPal. Everything helps, and it will go towards this. We'll be doing this on video. But I want to see Jimmy Carter, because we're getting to the mayonnaise show. And responded. That works.
Okay. All right. Now listen.
Okay, I'm listening.
I want you to take a deep breath. Okay.
Okay, this is President Carter at the funeral of Rosie. That's Jimmy Carter. Okay. Jimmy Carter. Okay. I'm just going to throw it out there. I mean, just okay. He doesn't look like a human. He looks like a bag of bones. Does he even know where he's at? Is he speaking? Is he what is he doing? Does he know that Rosie's not around anymore? I mean, were they both in hospice? What was going on with the Carters? What he looks like Jeff made a bet. Here's what he looks like. Jeff made a bet.
I lost the bet.
Jeff made a bet, and Jeff said that he was going to live until 3/9.
I was going to March on him. March, but then I saw the dude will be dead on Christmas. I saw this on the telly, and I said,
Look.
Can they making the cut?
Look, and I'm pulling up this. I'm pulling up a clip here, and I appreciate it. And again, everyone, Rizzo, and why don't you do this? Everyone, we put up something earlier. We came up with this idea. This Rizzo and Jeff's Helping Heroes. We're going to be putting it in the trades. We're going to do videos. We're going to help out people who are forgotten about. And yes, police and firefighters, but therapists, stuff like that. And the way that you can help is you can make a donation and we'll take that money and we will go buy gift cards and stuff like that to say thank you to a teacher, to, security officers, stuff like that. So what is the premise behind this?
The premise behind Helping Hands is it's something that I think that we need to acknowledge the people that get up every day
that seem unacknowledged
and help people in different walks of life.
Right.
So it doesn't just have to be that I'm a police officer and I help somebody. It doesn't have to be I'm a firefighter and help somebody. There's so many people that help people in so many different walks of life that don't get acknowledged. And I think that is something that I would like to put forward that we can help them out. So if it's something, think about it like,
so let's just say this. Let's say a nurse, goes in, works 12-hour days. We live across from a school where I got to tell you, people are getting murdered, all kinds of stuff all the time. What about that school resource officer? What about people like that don't get any acknowledgement? We want to kind of give them a little bit of a Christmas present. And you know what? We love to partner. We have a few people that we're partnering with to match the donations, and I think it's really cool. I mean, I'll say this. There are all walks of life. There are people, and I find that like everyone from servers, because Jeff and I go to Dunkin' Donuts a lot, and there's these two Dunkin' Donuts people, and they want to come on the show, and they want to call in to 585-209-9108. They want to call in. They want to talk about what it's like to work in the public service industry. Would you consider them to be an underappreciated, I guess, job? Like, would you consider the service industry or the coffee people? Like,
no. To me, I think for me, it's more of like, how can I help somebody? You know what I mean? Like, hospital, nurses, doctors.
Well, doctors make plenty of money.
So it's just my kind of thing. That's how I kind of see it. But you might see it differently.
I'll tell you what. The way that I see
Dunkin' Donuts guy that can't get it figured out ain't my problem.
The way that I see the Rizzo and Jeff, and we like.
I'm a hero guy. I love
helping heroes.
I'm a vet. I love the vets. I love veterans.
Well, listen, I don't care what anyone says. Yeah. What we, with Danny Jeff, with the veteran, and I know that there were other, listen, we've raised money for organizations. In the past, we've worked with other organizations, homelessness, we've worked with a lot of people because nobody should be hungry and nobody should not have a home. And I think we should reward those people who help people like that, Jeff. And
I do agree. And I messaged Daddy Jeff, and I said, "Are you okay, man? Are you warm? Is there anything that I can help you out with?" Like those kind of things, And and we don't tell those things. We don't preach those things.
No, because
But but it's just about being nice and helping people out. So for me, what I think my vision of this entire thing is making sure that we take care of.
We take care of our own. And I'm with you on that. So, all right, that's kind of where we're at, and we appreciate that. And again, guys, most people listen to this on the podcast. We're going to be switching to YouTube. We were in the middle of a discussion about Julia Child.
Sure.
And I had to pull up the clip to make sure I had the right clip here.
Kind of tossed me there for a second. So.
And listen, it's a great
sitch.
There was a sitch that we had to attend to, and we'll see what happens with that sitch. But I will say this. The Rizzo and Jeff show is always coming up with ideas. We get a toy into the Hall of Fame. We do things for the community. And I think that, I met a therapist today. This person does a whole lot of stuff. Her husband had a stroke. Like, there are people who work and never get a fucking thank you, dude.
Yeah, well, I hope you made it. Are you going to try to sell us on French food? Go ahead, hit play.
Here's what I'm trying to sell you on. You know who was underappreciated?
French food sucks.
Who, if I were able to make a Rizzo and Jeff hero, I would. Julia Child, the French chef. Underappreciated, underpaid. Let's take a listen, shall we?
Yeah, let's listen to him.
Oh. She's rolling a blender. Hold on.
What a busy kitchen!
Oh!
We're all making mayonnaise today on the French chef.
You're silly.
Hold on.
We got there.
This is really where it starts to get you, right? She's making mayonnaise for an hour. Listen, look at these tools. This is straight from the 50s.
If I have never been more involved in a lesbian situation in my life until this moment.
A lesbian situation?
Chef is made possible by a grant from Hills Brothers Coffee Incorporated.
By the way, thank you, Hills Brothers Coffee Incorporated. Even though you're not around anymore, thank you for fucking manning up and sponsoring Julia
and
Child.
By a grant from the Polaroid Corporation.
The Polaroid! Kodak's competitor. That's why Kodak...
Welcome to the French chef.
Oh.
I'm Julia Child.
Oh, thank you.
I just don't think there's anything that's any better than homemade mayonnaise.
Okay.
It's just so, I don't know, thick and eggy and lovely. And it's,
if I
had to choose three
wait a minute, did they are you telling me that they cut off Julia Child in the middle of her eating thick, juicy mayo?
Somebody needs to give me some Alex.
Oh my God, she just mouthed mayo. Hold on.
Did she mouth mayo?
I just don't think there's anything.
Listen, Julia Child's mouthing mayo.
Homemade mayonnaise. It's just so, I don't know, thick and eggy and lovely, and it's
you pig.
Tastes so good. The only trouble with it is, once you start making your own, you'll never be happy with anything else.
So Julia Child sits there and teaches you how to make your own mayonnaise, and then she ends with a beautiful monologue. The herbs have been bleached.
Been blanched so that that the mayonnaise will keep a little longer. Sometimes if you put just chopped green herbs and put them in the mayonnaise.
Do you hear the passion behind?
Why don't you pull up Alex Guarnaschelli?
I don't even know how to spell that. Alex, is it a Q? Is it a
G? U-A. Come on. There, should be there.
Is this it? Guarnaschelli?
Oh, she's the best.
Okay, you're trying to tell me that this truck stop is better than Julia Child?
She's the best cook on the planet.
This heathen.
That heathen.
I thought I'd make something nice.
First off, I'd rather watch Paula Dane. All right?
Would you?
Yeah, I would. Now, hold on. So let's see what she said.
Not at all.
This is her.
Hanging out with Hitler.
We know we all want to eat. It's kind of a play. It's really a play on a mac and cheese with some fancy stuff. Just tell everybody everything's mac and cheese and they'll make it.
Yep.
Did you hear about those buckets of mac and cheese?
Yeah, like shelf stable.
So why are there so many people in her kitchen? It's inauthentic. It's bullshit.
Because they look at them. They love her. She's a legend. Alex is the best cook on the planet.
Okay, first she owns. No, they don't. No,
yes,
they
do. Go ahead,
For 25 years, it's like 5 gallons of mac and cheese. They sell it in a big box store. Yeah.
You sure know a lot about it. You sure know a lot about it.
Let's have them taste it. They taste it at the end. Here we go.
I think the answer to fork or spoon is just yes.
Yeah. Just eat.
My mother always.
I love the tang.
Yeah, my mother always twirls the pasta on a spoon, old school, like spaghetti and stuff.
God.
My mom.
What a fugaze this woman is.
She's the best.
Bro.
It's the old spoon swirl.
Is
the other thing I want to say
we're starting to sound like a certain boring radio station.
For 5 years, all I've talked about is I want to go to her restaurant. Yeah, we're 98.9. I get it.
Okay.
Playing Gwen Stefani. I get it.
We're a little bit lower on the dial. We keep playing Gwen and Shelley. I'll tell you this. Here's what I don't like.
She's the best.
She is a Paula Deen wannabe.
No.
All right, and listen.
Wrong.
Listen, I don't like obviously Paula Deen for her awful racism
ways. Yeah. Could it be the racism?
It's the racism that was the problem for me. I can't get behind a racist. However, let me tell you something. This is a woman.
She did cook a little good.
She cooked great cookies, and I want you to. She reinvigorated herself. Now, granted, she's going to have lost and alienated an audience. Paula Deen, 500,000 subscribers.
By the way, is she okay?
Paula Deen looks like she's dying here. She might have just lost a little weight, but listen.
Lost a little weight.
With this cookie recipe that was sent in.
So she fell in love.
Oh my goodness! This
is Paula
fell
Deen.
in love with this cookie recipe that was sent in to me. Just reading the title, the name of this cookie is sunflower seed cookies.
So she makes desserts now. She makes ginger doodles. She makes all kinds of Husker doos.
So she's got a lot of doodles.
So let me ask you something. Buddy Valestro, you like him?
Oh, the Cake Boss. I love that guy. Yeah, he's great.
That guy's a fraud.
Yeah. But
Chef Carl.
He's pretty connected, by the way.
Connected?
Yeah.
What happened to the car? It met a Clinton Avenue end. What do you want me to say about it? This is the late dinner with Rizzo and Jeff. Now, you know what this is? Here's the situation. This is Rizzo and Jeff telling you that on Monday we're going to YouTube because I'm sick of this Facebook. We're going to be doing YouTube. It's going to be in a little bit of an adjustment for you, but our podcast will still be there, and I'll post a link on the Facebook page.
I'm thinking about a Sunday Hammer Bonanza. What do you think about a Hammer Bonanza?
Only if you allow me. I'm down with the Hammer Bonanza if you allow me to pull up a Julia Child ham recipe.
I just don't like her.
But you haven't given me any reason.
Because I believe she has a penis.
So because she has a penis, or you
hold on. Hang on. Have you committed to the fact that Julia Childs has a penis?
Listen. You know what? I don't know yet. Hold on. She's making beef bourguignon. Let me
bolognese. Her bullshit bolognese.
Oh well. See, here's the thing. She's a rap artist.
Everything they cook French shit. It's disgusting. Everything. Nothing is good. Beef bolognese.
What's cock a vin?
Nobody likes French.
The following program is made possible with the assistance of a grant from SNH Green.
Here we go.
How old is she at this point? Is this the 60s?
Let me see. Hold on. Let's see. This is 58.
58?
58.
All right. Give me 58.
Here we go.
Bourguignon.
Let me tell you something. This is still about 70 years ahead of Groucho. All right?
I'd rather have this. So what's she cooking?
French
beef bolognese. What's she got?
In red wine.
French beef.
We're going to serve it with braised onions and mushrooms.
Okay.
And a wine dark sauce.
Oh.
Perfectly.
She burned the shit out of it. Look at it.
What are you talking about? You don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. It's from the 50s. You can't tell what she burned or didn't burn. Hold on.
I better think.
And she has the meal done at the beginning. That's what's good about it. All right, you know what you're getting. You already know what it looks like.
Now, she already burned it.
Here's the most replayed.
Back into the oven.
You have to double. You have to double cook. You have to cook it, then you have to glaze it. It's sort of like with the roast. You sear it, and then you put it in the crock pot.
There's only one that knows how to make a roast, and you know it's me.
Oh, I do.
So you can have your lady try to make a roast all you want, but you know Daddy makes the best roast on the planet.
Daddy makes the best roast.
And she knows it too.
And maybe what we should do is we should start the Rizzo and Jeff roast channel. Maybe Daddy just makes roast, and I'll sit there and I'll tell dick jokes and play original comedy.
Look, there's a secret crock pot that just sits over there that makes the best roast, and it is what it is.
It is a roast pot. So again, let's see.
Come to the French Chef in the first show on our series on French cooking.
Wow.
We're going to make beef bourguignon, beef stew.
Beef bourguignon.
But she puts a fucking goddamn red wine in there.
Well, wait. This is the most replayed. Let's see.
That's about 2 cups.
Look,
stock in there.
2 cups of stock. And 1958.
You can use what's very nice is always a homemade.
Let me tell you something.
Beef stock. But if you don't have that, you can use canned beef bouillon, which is very good too. Don't use canned consommé because that tends to be a little bit sweet.
Consommé. Wrong. You're wrong, Juliet.
I'm going to tell you something.
Juliet, you're wrong. The consommé is not sweet.
Let me tell you something. Maybe it was in 58.
She's a liar.
Let me tell you something.
I want to fight.
Listen.
Julia Child.
Listen. First off, French fries. I don't know, Kim, if you're just saying you like French fries, I love them too. Rumble is a good place to live stream.
The consommé is not sweet. It's sweet if you make it sweet.
Consommé, maybe were you alive in 58? I mean, a few people were that we know, but
well,
I've
had a couple of consommés. And they weren't sweet.
Hold on.
What is
very nice is always a homemade beef stock. But if you don't have that, you can use canned beef bouillon, which is very good too.
Right.
Don't use canned consommé because that
But I got bouillon in there.
Now wait, what is wrong with consommé? Consommé, she said it tends to be a little sweet. This is a woman who made her millions being the French chef. And now you're trying to tell her how to work for some fat lady who owns a restaurant named Butter? Alex Quintero or whatever her name is?
Guarnaschelli. And you better, she is a rock and roll legend.
Okay, first off, this started with me agreeing.
Alex Guarnaschelli. You know what? I'm going to pay for it. We're going to take a trip to New York City, and we're going to eat at her restaurant.
Paul says Rumble is a good place to live stream. I'll have to look into that. My thing about that is I think YouTube is easily much more accessible for us and for the audience at large. And if we train you, when we go to our new radio station and we're getting very close, I emailed somebody back about something while we were talking. That's kind of what the delay was. We have other things going on. When we get to our radio station, you're going to have a Rizzo and Jeff-a-palooza that you can't. Now, for those of you just tuning in, the Rizzo and Jeff, we are going to do, we're doing our homegrown heroes. We do our holiday heroes, and we're going to be giving out, with a little bit, we don't have a lot, but with some of our money and with some donations from the listeners on our Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal. We will give out, gift cards and stuff to police on video, nurses, for the forgotten people, the people that never get a thank you. And if you're one of those people or you know one of those people,
tag them. Tag them in this.
Tag them, or you know what? Find the Rizzo and Jeff show, Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, and we will absolutely be doing this all month long. So we're going to do our first couple next week.
Yeah.
When we do
maybe tomorrow even. Actually.
Well, here's the thing. Friday, Daddy needs a day. Daddy needs a day.
Daddy might give you, but
Daddy needs a day.
But your good daddy might give you a day to make it happen. How about that?
I mean, listen, I lost Horse Guy because he only had a rotary phone. How do you expect the old to follow you? You know what? Okay. Horse Guy, I miss. If anyone knows who that is, maybe for Christmas we could get that guy to call in. Do you remember anything about that guy at all? How we could get a hold of him? What was his name?
I don't know his name personally, but I do remember that when he called in, it was quite entertaining. He was quite invested.
Okay.
I remember that he really enjoyed it, and I think an entire bit was built around him.
Yeah, we had a horsey
listeners
sound.
were involved, and he laughed and he enjoyed it. So yes, I would like to.
You know what?
Him. I would like to find.
I want to see if I can find the original horsey sound. And if you're an original Rizzo and Jeff OG, you'll appreciate it because I have done. I think it was this one. I really do.
Custom framing is
you're gonna give me a ridiculous ad about a friggin' horsey sound, for the love of Christ. This is it. This was it. This was it. Nope. That was right. That was horse. That was that.
So there was a short horse and a long horse.
I think then he goes, and then I think it's long horse. Hold on. He's gonna long horse it. I think he's long horse.
There it was.
There it is. Right. So you got short horse. You got long horse. This is. I figured out. I have a place. So when we move, I miss that guy, man. Is it just me? Like, I listen and I appreciate, the late dinner. It is what it is. No,
yeah, let's not get emotional.
Let's not get emotional here, guys. Yeah, you're all in with Mr. Ed, so am I. And Kim, yes, I appreciate it. But you know what? I miss those moments when we could talk and he calling out, guys. You know what he was? He was Uncle Sam of Rochester. Do you agree with that? Minus
all of the
Paul
the blurps. Yeah. He was good. Yeah.
He was. I mean, I would say if we were to do like a listener rank, he'd be in the top 10, top 5. Really. I mean, there's so many, but
by the way, great idea. I would love to do a listener rank, and then have people challenge to get themselves in the top 5.
Because
what a funny idea, by the way. Good idea. Keep that one in the pipe.
It's funny. I have listener rank under Let's Transit.
All right.
The reason that I brought that up is because I can't make listener rank just based on business decisions. Because Wild Champion, and Joanne, Kim, Sue, Bill, a lot of these people follow us. I'd like to bring in listeners that haven't, found us since the radio because, unfortunately, they don't know how to use a jitterbug.
No, I get it.
Mikey Champion and I look, I won't say anything other than we had a spat regarding ZD. I think we're over it now. I think our friendship has been restored now.
I hope we've passed the ZD situation.
But I might not put him in top 5 because am I really over the ZD thing?
Well, it's not about the ZD with Mikey Champion. For me.
Okay, because
for me, let me finish. Can I finish?
I was just saying. You're really ornery today.
I want WWE Superstars, and it's there, and it's sitting there, the arcade game. And I've attempted to make that purchase several times. Why can't I have it?
Well, again, a top 5 listener would sell it to you. Does that make you the Jimmy Croft of Rochester? That's a tough call. I wouldn't say that about you, Mike. Kim could easily be number 1.
Let's ask Mike Champion. Mike, what's it going to take for me to take that arcade game back here to Clinton and Pleasant? How much?
How would I get that here? You wouldn't carry it. How would I get it up the elevator?
Of course I'd ask you to help me.
Right, so how would I get it up here?
We'll make it
How
work.
would I carry it? I don't own a forklift.
Would you play with me if we plugged it in?
If I could get it up here, sure, but I need a forklift. I need a truck. That's a big machine, Jeff. I bet you that probably weighs about 500-600 pounds.
Okay, all right.
I mean, as of right now, I think Kim's in. I mean, Sue. You know what? You know who's an under the radar pick? Sue S.
Suey?
Suey. Sue Salick or Saley or whatever it is. Sue. Under the radar. You know who else? I'm going to say it. Sauce Boy. Sauce Boy.
Saucy?
Saucy. Let me tell you why Saucy. Saucy used to really enjoy our program until we got into a pitter-patter and a spat after we left. Saucy actually understood and enjoyed what we were doing.
So just want to fight?
Are we at fighting former Rochester Radio? Nah, it's $150 max. Okay, so not that heavy. Okay, I got to chat.
Right, so come on.
So it's not his to barter, is what he said. It's the
Mike, make it happen. Let me take it off your hands.
I mean, here's the deal. Again,
we got a card. We can make things work.
But it does me no good other than take up room, and I have to carry it in and out. And then I'm going to have to. You. Then no, you won't. No, you won't.
Are you saying that I will get down there and just look at you and go, please, could you help me?
Yup. Just like you're like, oh, hey, if you're running to Costco, I need water. Or, hey, if you're
get you to carry the water.
If you're running here, I need this. And boy, somehow I always end up fucking carrying the whole thing. I set you up every time. So if you think I don't know that I would go down to that friggin' Eastview Mall, where Upstate Pro Wrestling is, which, by the way, you should definitely, they're doing a kick-ass January show, and I think something real special is going to happen.
Mike, tell them about the Foley.
I don't throw anything out because we're not confirmed. Because I think that will involve a 3-parter. I would love to do a Rizzo and Jeff meet and greet / Q&A because we have at least 100 people I know that would show up to meet us, plus this person's fans. We do a Q&A. We do some wrestling.
I'll make
some promoting.
I'll make the ziti.
And you make the. You know what? And here's the thing. Maybe I man up, and I come to your event, and I'm your boy. And as you turn to walk away, I pull your pants open and I pull ziti down the front, and I say ziti this, and I challenge you for the mustard belt. I know you have quarters. That does us no good, but it is what it is.
Don't know why you have to pull his pants. I mean, there's a lot of things you could do to challenge him for it. I don't think that you have to pull his panties and dump ziti down there.
Well, it's interesting.
And if the ziti, if I was going to make it, it's going to be well-cooked ziti, and that would be a lot of waste of money to pull a man's pants open and then dump ziti down there.
Well, it would, but it would be worth it. I wanted to, before we ended the show with my original comedy, and again, guys, we are going to be on YouTube starting on Monday. The link will be here, but we're switching platforms because Facebook does not push our stuff. They don't like us because we're original.
Yeah, and I think
they don't like the originality.
I get it there, Riz Pop. I think the only way to do things is take us back to the 1890s.
I'm with you. Okay. I don't know what you guys were doing earlier today. Maybe you were fishing. Maybe you were working.
Why were you fishing?
Maybe you were.
It was cold.
It is cold. You're right. Okay. Maybe you were shoveling. Maybe you had your earbuds in. Maybe you were listening to a song, a podcast, another radio station. Let me take you back in time. October 2nd, 1890. A man was born. Right. And I heard on the radio today something that I never thought I would ever hear.
Yeah.
Wait, you already did? Okay. Groucho Marx.
Groucho Marx.
So I'm going to throw it out to the people that are watching, and Jeff, I want you to tell me, without Googling, one thing you know about Groucho. I'd love to chat Groucho, because clearly this is the kind of stuff that will get us.
It seems to be the thing that keeps you employed in Rochester, New York, on the radio.
Yeah.
Groucho Marx, only because me and you have done a little theater, right? You did theater. I did a little tad of theater.
Yeah.
So we did a little bit of it. So the only thing I know about him...
If you're puzzled by this, then you would be joining all of Rochester.
Right. Most people don't do theater. So between the two of us...
Go with me.
I think with it.
Jeff and Mike and everyone watching, go with us. There's a reason we're talking about Groucho Marx.
Mustache. That's all I got.
Mustache. Okay. The reason we're talking about Groucho...
Silent theater... Some things in the 20s.
All right. Well, you know what? Okay. So let's learn about Groucho Marx.
Sure.
I figured what a way to end, because I think for us, and maybe what I've been trying to get Jeff to do, is to think like a Rochester radio talent. And so when I play some original comedy,
well, that's when I should retire.
Or I talk about
that's when I should
quality shit. Like Groucho Marx.
When I listen to the radio in Rochester every day.
And hear Groucho.
And I listen to what's happening. And you tell me that you're trying to mold my mind.
I want to mold you. Like, you know what? You know what I am? I'm Patrick Swayze.
Are you? Well, he didn't make it.
And listen, I'm Patrick Swayze.
Swayze had a rough out.
Listen, I'm Swayze, and you're that chicken ghost, and I am molding clay with you.
Okay.
I'm molding you.
I'm not Whoopi. Swayze had a rough out.
Swayze had a rough go. He did a rough out.
Pick an easier route. Because Swayze took the long, strong road out.
But I was listening to the reference to a 1947 cinematic film called Copacabana.
Okay.
Groucho. And I said, name me anything about Groucho. So I did some digging into Groucho. Groucho obviously started in vaudeville.
He did.
Made movies in Hollywood. Most famous movie, by the way, Duck Soup. Are you familiar with the 1933 Groucho Marx Spectacular?
You know what? It's so funny, and the answer to the question is yes. And it's because that I did some theater stuff, and I know a little more about Groucho Marx than you think. And I know about his brothers and the stuff that they did.
Well, the Marx brothers, Groucho, Harpo, Chico, Zeppo. Right. All right. This is... I'm just trying to give you some information. I'm just trying to throw it out there. Groucho and Chico, they did a movie called A Day at the Races. They did 1939's At the Circus. This really doing it for anyone out there? I'm just trying to see if this is moving the needle here.
In Rochester, New York, is that moving the needle for you? I mean, the 6-6 Buffalo Bills. I mean, what is a better conversation?
Well, from
than the Bills
to Groucho,
Groucho Marx.
I agree with you 110%.
Right. I mean, but you know what? When you have a guy who has,
I got some tears on Groucho. Why did I get some tears on Groucho?
When you have a guy,
what the fuck is that?
When you have a guy who has a thumb and he controls and runs everything, everything's good, right? I mean, let's steer the context.
Yeah. When you have the thumb of control, then you Groucho. Right. Listen, do I think, and we've said this, we love Bob Lonsberry. We've tried many times to get him on. Bobby Lons is the cock of the walk. Do you agree? Lately. It's hard to argue because he does 3 radio shows every day, right? Like, that's hard to argue. That's a lot of work.
Do you want my honest opinion?
Hunting chat? I can't do hunting chat.
You want my honest opinion? Are you asking me? Yes or no?
Yes. What do you think? Cock of the walk. If we were to go cock of the walk now.
I don't think that he's a fit for Radio 95.1.
It's interesting you say that.
And that's my honest opinion.
You know what? It's interesting that you say that because
and I bet you if I sat with him and had a lunch, he would tell me the same thing.
Well, here's the thing. I remember our discussion with him, and he was always very congenial. He was always very fun. He was always very nice. And I remember him saying his passion, like he was like, I can't wait for the 2024 election. And I'm like, I don't give a shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it's like,
I can hear. See, here's the difference.
And he used to sleep like
I'm
a
weirdo because I get up early. You know that. I'm up early.
What's up, Roseanne?
You probably hear me. I'm up early. I'm just one of those guys. And So I listen to him in the morning, and then I listen to him, and it's 2 different things, and I can hear
the passion,
the difference, and it doesn't make sense. It doesn't collate.
It would be like
we're just trying to save money.
It would be like putting our show on
Kiss FM.
We could even do Kiss. I would say Wham.
On Wham. We do good on Wham.
Well, no. If we were on Wham and then saying you have to stick to Trump versus Biden, I'd be bored, right?
Yeah.
But he loves talking about the gun laws and
which
bail
is fine,
reform.
Which is fine.
And that's fun.
That stuff is good. Yeah, no, I get it, and that's fine. And the
but
politics are good.
Radio 95.1 is supposed to be a lot more whoopee bush, a lot more,
But Rizzo, we can't get there if the bosses play favorites. And that's going to be a problem.
Well, here's the thing. Let's Transit, that music video deal. That's, to me, what a talk station should be. I was looking at a talk station that was for another company we were talking to, and they let go of a good amount of shows today. A very popular show in San Francisco. They made a lot of money.
Yeah, I saw.
And this particular show, they got really complacent, and they were just. I was like, you're in California, in one of the best places in the world to live, and you're sitting here and you're talking about, reindeer and Donald Trump.
Let me tell you. Look, if I ran a radio station, I'm just going to tell you.
If you did.
If I did.
Okay.
This is me personally.
Okay. Okay.
A little bit older than you, right? You know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I ran a radio station, I would be the guy that takes chances. But
give me an example of a chance. Groucho? Let me ask you. You run a radio station. Jeff is the president of Radio Incorporated.
Which radio station?
Any in America.
No,
and you hear Groucho Marx chat.
You've lost your job.
You've lost your job. Okay. What about Rosie's box?
I would say that I would rather take the initial financial loss for the long-term gain. That's how I believe in business. Because I believe in myself, I know that I could get it.
I don't think the loss would be as big as you think.
I agree.
I think that, Mike Champion thinks we could do AM sports chat. What do you mean by I don't think we can do politics.
When you work out of fear, you become bankrupt. Fear gets you bankrupt.
Well, listen, when fear is writing checks that your ass can't cash, and eventually your ass is going to have to cash them. And when the chickens come home to roost, if you don't have a badunkadunk, if you don't got a bubble butt, if you don't got a Missy Elliott gadunkadunk,
sure,
then you are in a heap of
quite
shit.
The muncher. But it's thank you for that analogy.
Pop
but it makes
culture
sense.
reference. Well, it makes sense to a 40-some-year-old man, did it not? What if I were to say to you instead of Missy Elliott, badunkadunk?
I'm better than Missy, and that's anything.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. What if I said to you, you write a check that your ass can't cash? Like, for example, if your ass is the size of Yusef Karish.
Why don't you pull up YouTube and just play Stevie B, I Want to Be the One?
What do you want to do?
I mean, that's kind of where I'm at, 1988. I Want to Be the One. Stevie B, I mean,
again, this is here's the thing. This is probably why Facebook keeps hiding our shit. So you're right. We're starting on Monday on YouTube. Yeah. All right, let's see. I'm sure we're gonna.
No, the most.
No. Gotta make sure we talk about death at an accident. Here we go.
So here we go.
Okay. I'll give it a second. They're gonna try to
turn it up.
If I do, they're gonna. All right, hold on. I'm old.
32-second intro.
You should have told me that.
Here we go.
1, 2.
Late at night when I'm all alone, I think of you and I'm feeling strong. Wishing you'd look my way.
Okay.
Let me be the one. My heart is aching for that special girl to come on in and to share my world. Someone to love and someone to hold. Let me be the one.
I gotta tell you, I don't like the hair.
88?
I don't like the hair.
The Jerry curl?
I don't like the hair.
The Jerry curl is on point.
I don't like it. I don't think that's quality stuff. I gotta tell you, I think
but when that song came out, you weren't even in a nutsack.
I'll tell you what. Stevie B's
is a legend.
Spring
Everybody
Love.
knows it.
Everybody knows.
Yeah.
Lisa, Cult Jam, Full Force.
Oh my God.
I get it. What'd you say, Paul? Sorry, that song is so old. That's a violation. Definitely.
Why is it a violation?
You know why? Because I think do you want to know my good friend? And I'll message her right now. Raquel, In a Dream. Yeah, I get it. We could
so
sit here and play dance music.
We were to play games. We could do it.
There's no game. I just think that you say it to me often. I think this is one of the times you fell flaccid. I think you fell flaccid with a Stevie B suggestion.
Well, I'll leave it up to you then. Then you have one, and it can't come from Complete Sheet, Wise Brothers. So you need to come up with a song. Give me something
that I believe
that you believe is the one. Go ahead.
All right.
And it can't be Ellie Goulding.
Okay, fair enough. No, it won't. No, it won't be. Hold on. I got to get it to the right part first.
If it's Ellie, I'm out. I'm going to
take
it off. I'm going to leave. I'll walk out.
I promise. I swear that it is not. Okay? I just want to make sure that it's... Okay.
All right. What seemed like years, then the cashier said, son, there's not enough here. He searched his pockets frantically. Then he turned and he looked at me. He said, Mama made Christmas good at our house, though most years she just did without. Tell me, sir, what am I gonna do?
Wish I ran into his kid.
I've gotta buy her.
Here we go. Ready?
So I laid the money down. I just had to help him out. And I'll never forget the look on his face when he said, Mama's gonna look so great.
Mama's not. Here it is.
Kiddo. Somebody just tell you.
Sir, I wanna
your dad's on the down low.
For my mama, please.
If you ask me the song that defines...
It's Christmas Eve and these shoes are just her size.
Why? You asked me.
Could you hurry?
You said you thought I'd pull up.
I think it's time to go.
Daddy says there's not much.
This evening,
You see, she's been
I was hoping that we would have an adult conversation, and it seems that we failed here.
You gave me Stevie B, and then you said, and
I gave you a legend. I gave you Stevie B, a legend.
Are you telling me that the Christmas Shoe song isn't at?
Okay, let me ask you.
What's more known? What's more known? Christmas Shoes, Stevie B. That's right. I'm getting all kinds of fire on that.
Okay, let me ask you. What's his name?
His name? I don't know. The band's new song.
Okay, what's his name? I want to know him personally because I really have an issue with him.
Hold on.
And I think that he's going to join the show coming up very soon.
You know what? Hold on. New. He can't be that hard to get a hold of, right? He can't.
I hope not.
I mean, if we can't,
and I'd make it happen pretty quickly.
Hold on.
By Monday, he's on.
The singer of New Song. Oh, New Song Band. Sorry, New Song Band.
You kidding me? I'll have that guy on by Monday.
Okay, his name. Oh, Eddie Middleton. I'm sorry.
So he's Ed. No, he's not. Is that? No, that's not him.
Oh, that's not him?
No, it's not him.
Oh, hold on. Wait. Well, okay, you know what if I just do Christmas
Shoes lead singer?
Shoes lead singer. Here, I think it's Russ Lee. It is.
It is. It's Russ Lee.
It's Russ Lee.
Yeah, it is. That is him.
It's Russ Lee.
You know what?
It's Russ fucking Lee.
I want Russ Lee on the show. I'll get you some Russ Lee.
Thank you.
You want some Russ Lee?
You know what? I do.
To kick off our YouTube, you want Russ Lee?
Well, okay. To kick off our YouTube, I'd like to maybe do some of the Rizzo and Jeff's Hometown Heroes. We'll do some video,
We'll do that first.
Holiday Heroes. What you do, you go to Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, you search Rizzo and Jeff. We will take that money and we will do a video.
110%, and we'll show you where the money goes.
We'll show you where the money goes. We'll do the video. And we will go out and give gifts to people who never get thanked. Now, you get him on for me, I will let you say whatever you want to him. I will let you say, fuck you. I'll let you say...
I'm not going to... I don't speak like that.
What would you say to him if he... Let me tell you something. What if you said, I like Stevie B, blah, 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 we're talking, and he goes, Stevie B's a bitch.
How about I shove a shoe up your ass?
All right, peace out. We'll see you this weekend. All right, everyone. YouTube on Monday.